Hey everyone, this is My SharePoint Questions, and my name is Andrew Hess. So today I wanted to talk to you about combo boxes a little bit more. This came from a question that you had. So if you've been watching my videos, I am catching up with questions. I know I'm a little behind. They're coming in pretty quickly. But today I'm going to talk about combo boxes. So I have a form here, and I added a new field. So if we go to my SharePoint list, we can see I added a task type column, and this is just a single line text field. So if we go to my list, we can see that this is just a single line text field, task type right here. So that's all I did, is I added a task type single line text to my Power App. So we have two screens right now. If we go back, we can see this is my gallery. I showed you how I made my gallery. And if we go in and edit, we can see, the fields here. So I'm going to add task types. So the way I do it is first you're going to refresh your database, right? So once you add that field to SharePoint, you're going to come over here to the right side and you're going to refresh your database. And now that I've refreshed the database, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in the white space. And so this is out of the box Power Apps. I'm not going to do a patch statement. I'm just going to do really simple things. I'm going to do submit form. So I'm going to click on the white space in my form here. I'm going to click edit fields, and I'm going to choose add field. I'm going to scroll down to task type, right? And I'm going to add that. And I'm going to make a little bit more space. This comes into another question I had. Someone wanted to add space in here, and this is like a default form. So check this out. A really easy way to add space, now there's many different ways you could do it, is I come in here, edit fields, and you see the three little dots here for more actions? Add custom card. So this is going to give you a blank custom card. You can put it in here, make space, and if you kind of like mess with it, fidget with it a little bit, it'll pop into the right spot there. And then you can do things like add like a color here, and so when you look at it and we do new form, you can see now we have this bar here in between. And so I know this is off topic, but we can add a label here, here in the middle, just kind of to break out your form. This question did come up, so you could be like my tasks. And then we can make the font color white. And so now when we do new form, you can see there's like a little break in the out of the box form. So that was just totally off subject, but someone did ask me that before. Let's get back on it about combo boxes. All right, so we have task type, right? It's a single line text in SharePoint. Now, someone said they wanted to replace this with a combo box instead of a drop down. So if you click on the form and you go to edit fields and you try and change it, there's no choice for like combo box, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to delete this text box. So you have to unlock it first. So I'm going to unlock and delete that text box. It's going to give us some red X's. Don't worry. No need to panic. Of course, it's broken. It doesn't know how to update. So now we're going to come into input and we're going to drop in a combo box. And this combo box is going to have a few different options. Now there's many ways you can populate this. This is just the way I do it easily. I'm just going to come up to the items and just kind of do bracket. And this, I've done this many times. Coordinated. So different types of tasks and planned. These are the three different types of tasks in project management. All right, so now when we press play, you can see we have three different options. Now you may say, okay, why is someone doing a combo box instead of a drop down? Even if you don't want to do multiple choices, right? Even if you don't want to do multiple choices, let's say you don't want multiple choice, you can come into the right side here in advanced, and if we scroll down, you can see right here is the option for select multiple. You can just change that to false. Now, if you do want multiple, you're going to add a good bit more complexity to your SharePoint. I have gone through that in different videos. But right now, I'm just going to say, hey, I want to replace this with a combo box. And the reason I want combo box, the main reason that I want a combo box is this option right here is searchable, right? So imagine you had a large combo box and you could come in here and you could type in, you know, that's the main reason, that's the big reason to choose combo box over a drop down. Like I can add a drop down and then I can't search it by text. So that's huge, right? That's a huge bonus to combo boxes. All right, so let's kind of look over these red X's. The first red X is saying, hey, my Y value is off now. You deleted, you know, the value. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace it. So I added combo box 1. I deleted the data card, right? So I'm just going to say combo box 1 dot y dot height. So we just fixed the Y value there. All right. So now let's go to the next red X. The next red X is saying, hey, update is broken. I don't understand where the text is about right here because you deleted that text box. So once again, we're going to replace it with combo box dot selected dot value. All right, so now when we select it, and let's say let's add a new task. I'm just going to add a new task just so we see that change in SharePoint. I'm going to pick a random day, 2 hours. And the resource will be myself. And I'm going to submit. All right, so I added a new task. Let's check it out in SharePoint. I'm going to refresh. It is already there, but you can see we've now populated this task type. All right, everything's great, you think, until, let's watch this. Looks fine until you do what? Until you go into edit. And then when you click edit in your edit form, it's blank. You're like, oh no, what's going on? Why is it blank? Okay, so I'm going to be short and sweet to the point on this. I don't want to break down and confuse you. I'm just going to show you how you pull in that data. So when you click edit, it shows the value you want to see. All right, so now in the combo box, we're going to go to default selected items. In default selected items, we're going to do a curly bracket, value, and then we're going to say gallery 3, so that's my gallery on the first screen, dot selected dot task type. That's my column name. There we go. We just populated. Now, why is it showing it like that? Why is it expecting like that? It's because the data type is actually a record. It's a record of value. So, you know, you have the name is value. The value we're pulling through is coordinated. That's why it's not making sense to PowerApps, because it's not a single line text field. So let's go ahead in here and show a couple more. So if we come into create analytics and we change the plan and we hit submit, and then we come back to create analytics, it's now populated in PowerApps. We can then also show it in SharePoint. It's now updated in SharePoint. Now, if you want to really add complexity to this, I've done this in previous videos, is once you try and allow it to have multiple values. So just to show you more about this, I'm going to pull my little form over a little bit, give us a little bit more space. Let's pull my tasks. Let's add an input of a list. So it's showing that it's actually a record. We can actually pull in the combo box 1 dot selected items. So you can see right here that the value in the table is planned. So value is the record and data type is a table. So we've now actually pulled in the selection of the combo box here. So let's go into the combo box and let's turn on select multiple. Right, we're about to break some things. All right, we've now allowed multiple selections. So we're going to pick coordinated, planned. We'll pick all 3. So now you can see the list box is now populated 3 options. Now on create analytics, if we submit and we go back to create analytics, it thinks there's only one value in there. So when we go back to SharePoint It's still stuck on planned. PowerApps doesn't even give us an error. So this is the way that I populate a single line text field. Is I create a label in the card, the task type card. I create a label. And then what I do is I concat. So I'm turning this table of records, the records are value, I turn them into a text field, Combobox.selecteditems, and then we want the value and a comma with a space. All right. So now when we select multiple, we can see our text box is now populated here with a comma. And instead of updating the combo box, we're going to update the single line text. So it's called label 3 here. So this is label 3. So our card, we're going to update with the label 3.text. And that's going to write our selection in a single line text. So I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to break this down for you. So we have these 3 selected, create analytics, we're going to submit. We're going to go back to SharePoint, refresh. You can now see we have 3 options selected in task type. It's still just a single line text here. And now when we come back to create analytics, you can see it's still populated. So let's do one more incidental task. We'll pick incidental and coordinated, submit, come back, and it's populated correctly. So that is me trying to break down combo boxes. I know other people have broke down combo boxes. I'm just trying to teach you the way I learned it. I know Shane Young does a great video on combo boxes, actually multiple videos on combo boxes. And I probably learned a lot from Shane Young. But this is just what I've done through repetitive PowerApps. And this is the way that I do it. So maybe you do it a better way. If you want to share that in the comment section, please do. But this is the way that I do combo boxes in PowerApps. Now, I did learn something from the user that if you do, I haven't tested this, if you do PowerApps in Teams, it only shows combo boxes unless you turn on an experimental feature. That's something that I've never tried, I've never seen. But this was my tutorial on combo boxes and more information on it. So thank you guys for watching. This may be a brush up on your knowledge that you already know, or maybe you're new to PowerApps. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will be working on your questions. I have a long list of them. So thanks guys. Bye.